Hey, what's going on, world? Thank you for tuning into Impressive Divinity 888. You already know I am here to turn my volume down a little bit. It's a little too loud. I am here to bring you your guided motivational message. It's going to get you through the day. All right. So, with that being said, hope your day is going by fantastic, great. All right. And I hope you're ready for that guided motivational reading with the message. Very big difference. All right. I did do the first one yesterday. All right. So, we're going to try it again and do it again today. All right. Before we hop into this reading, let's take a look at the quote of today, which is no matter what the situation is, close your eyes and think of all the things in your life you could be grateful for right now. All right. And this was written by Deepak Chopra. So, no matter what the situation is, close your eyes and think of all the things in your life you could be grateful for right now. And I know that list is endless. Sometimes when you don't think about it, you think about it. But when you think about it, you can't think about it. If that makes sense. All right. So, right now, just close your eyes and think of all the things in your life you could be grateful for. Just take a few seconds. It's definitely a lot of things. All right. And it's like no matter what you're going through, all right, what you've just, I don't know, even small accomplishments. You know what I mean? Like, there are so many things you can be grateful. The fact that you woke up today, the fact that you're able to make a difference, the fact that you're able to make a change, the fact that you're able to live another day. You know, those are all different things you can be thankful for. I don't know if your things are anything close to that, but the fact, like I said, that you got air in your lungs is a start. All right. All right. So let's jump right in and let's see what you may need to know. I couldn't even get it out right. Oh my goodness. So you got the hangman. I don't know if it came out upright, but when I picked it up, it was in the reverse. All right. One second, guys. All right, guys. Sorry about that. All right. So my dogs bark at everything, even somebody jingling their keys. So I don't know. That has something to do with distractions, something like that. All right, maybe, I don't know, some type of distraction. Maybe you should be grateful for some type of distraction that happens in your life. Bottom of the deck here, you got the strength. You had the strength to see through the situation, or you had the strength to deflect whatever that distraction was. All right, but like I said, you also had the hangman that came out here as the very first thing you need to do. All right, so very first thing you need to do is it has to do something with either a self sacrifice, some type of spirituality. It could mean, I don't know, you haven't taken a step back and seen yourself. All right, let me get something else here. What is the second thing the collective needs to know? Or the collective needs to focus on? You got the tower moment. And look at that, the wheel of fortune. Oh my goodness. I'm going to take the tower because the tower came out, but I mean the tower and the wheel of fortune. So second thing you need to do is you got the tower card. All right. So you need to rebuild your life again on a stronger foundation. If that's not the case, you need to understand that everything happens for a reason. All right. Even if it's the Four of Swords. All right. Everything happens for a reason. All right. So I don't know. Maybe there's some situation that, or something that you need to withdraw from, or there's something that you're not seeing from a different perspective, or there's some type of um I don't know, maybe you're not seeing that the universe is trying to shake your foundation, or I don't know, yeah, you got the hermit card on the bottom of the deck. So it's like finding yourself after possibly putting up a fight. That could be what it is. Because maybe that's why your hangman, I mean, I'm going to look it up just to make sure. Actually, let me look it up. I know, y'all. I know. I know. But we going to make sure. Because, like I said, every time, just because you know the meaning of a card, it doesn't necessarily mean the same things when it's paired with other card. I mean, all right, it can mean a variety of things: frustration, procrastination, or feeling like sacrifices haven't paid off. It could also indicate that you should be more adaptable and accepting of your current situation. Yeah, so maybe it's for you to be more accepting. Maybe this is one of those things that you're supposed to be grateful for. That's why this quote came out today. All right, like I said, there's some type of situation that you're going through, that you're in, or that you've been through, that you should be grateful that you went through it, or that you're going through it, or that you're going to go through it, because it's going to give you what you need or the answers that you need to work on yourself. All right, and that's why this Hermit card came out here. All right, let's get something else here. All right, we're starting this deck off with damp and rainy realm. All right, so first thing you need to do is understand that certain things are happening for a reason. All right, and then at the same time, accepting that those things are happening for a reason. All right, so let's just say you're going through a tower moment right now. All right, let's just say, I don't know, it just seems like everything's falling apart, or everything's on fire, or I'm just going off of the pictures of the tarot card here. All right, but it's like everything's a bit shaky in your life right now. And I think that you're supposed to be grateful that things are shaky, because there's some type of lesson that you're supposed to learn by these things being shaky. Now, if you don't learn a lesson, that's another story. All right, but I do think that, I don't know, maybe by you taking a few steps back, you're going to see that. And if you don't, maybe you won't. Could be that. All right. But maybe it's time for you just to go into recovery mode and meditate. You got court that came out here: legal proceedings, judgment and verdict, justice, and fairness. All right. So I meant to ask a question before the card came out, but what's currently holding you back is you got the court card: legal proceedings, judgment and verdict, justice, and fairness. Could possibly be you not being fair to yourself. You got heartbreak placed on the bottom of the deck. Maybe you not being fair to yourself when it comes to a lover, a heartbreak, being alone, feeling lost, grieving over a situation, grieving over a person, getting over a person. All right. I mean, it can go a few different ways, but um, maybe you're not being fair to yourself, to your mind, to your body, to your soul. All right, about it. I had a couple. We can't even take it. So many of them came out. All right, I did see restaurant that came out here. All right, can we get something else? What I was going to ask, what do you need to do to overcome this obstacle? And you got roof. Maybe that's seeing something from a different view, seeing something or someone from a different point of view. But I think it's seeing something. Could even be yourself, or even maybe seeing a situation from a different point of view. All right, overhead shelter, protective canopy, rooftop views with coffee house on the bottom of the deck. Yeah, it has to do with you. So it's seeing yourself from a different perspective, waking up smelling the coffee and understanding that, in life you're going to have obstacles that you're going to face. You're going to have challenges that you're going to face. All right, but at the same time, it doesn't mean to give yourself the shitty end of the stick every single time. I'm not saying to purposely give somebody else the shitty end of the stick, but if you can avoid the shitty end of the stick, then that's what you do. All right. But so you got to be fair to yourself at the same time. All right. But yeah, let's go ahead and get you some clarifications here. Let's see what else you need to know. All right. But only you know. I don't know. I mean, because even when I'm thinking, be like, oh yeah, let's see why you having this tower moment. I mean, it can give me insight. But only you know why you're having a tower moment. Only you know why you're the hangman in reverse. All right. Only you know why it's time for you to go in hermit mode. And if you don't, that's what these readings are for. It's for you to dig deeper within yourself and find these things out. All right. Each and every reading isn't always going to be entertainment. Sometimes these readings are really meant to help people work on themselves, build themselves, learn from themselves. Sometimes we can get so caught up in the karmic world of readings that we forget, sometimes these readings are really here to help us grow as people. All right. All right. But let's go ahead and let's get some more clarifications. All right. Actually, I was not supposed to get clarifications yet, but I guess since we're here, we will. All right, but what do we need to know about this hanged man here? I seen the page of pentacles sticking out. All right, but what do we need to know about this hanged man? So something's fresh, something's new. You got the hermit card out here again. All right, so it's like you are, how can I say it? So it's like, I think when you accept the situation or you accept you for who you are, I believe that's when you're going to see things more clearly. All right, because I don't know, maybe it could be that, like, you could even feel lost right now. Maybe you're somebody that just feels lost, and you're trying to find yourself, so it's like you're doing this, you're trying that, and nothing seems to be working. So that's why this tower moment is coming in, or that's why the universe is going to work on your behalf behind the scenes. Just because you've been put in the work to try to figure out what something is or how you can change something. Once again, things don't happen to you when they're meant to happen to you. They're going to happen. Things don't happen to you when you want them to happen to you. Or things don't happen for you when you want them to happen for you, but they happen to you when they're meant to happen to you. All right. So once again, there was some situation that you were put in that you had to learn this lesson, even if that's this tower moment. But I'm kind of getting the vibes that this tower moment is really, it's either the universe, you know, working behind the scenes or breaking down certain things in your life so that you can build yourself back up even stronger, because I just seen a Five of Cups stick his head out because of something that you've been through, or things that you've been through in your past. All right. But at the same time, I also think it's extremely important. King of Swords, Ace of Swords is extremely important for you to not only be spiritually connected, but at the same time for you to control your thoughts. All right, your thoughts can get you in a whirlwind of good and bad situations. So it's important for you to control them thoughts as well. All right, and that's one of the important things about going into hermit mode is that you're able to focus on your thoughts because you're taking time out for self. All right, you got the Queen of Swords, and that is out here confirming your tarot card. All right, so you have to analyze the situation for what it is. You have to understand and try to find the answers of why things are falling apart, or try to find the answers of why you're being pushed to have to rebuild yourself or rebuild your life or rebuild something over again. All right, you get the Two of Pentacles out here that is clarifying your Four of Swords. All right, so it's like you have to be open to change, which I think is really you seeing your life or the situation from a different perspective. I think it's a situation, I don't know. I just think you went through something and you're going through something and things are just really shaky right now, and you're questioning, why are things so shaky? What is this? What is that? But maybe there was something that you weren't doing before these things were shaky. And in order for you to do that that you had to just, your life had to be just a little bit shaken up, just a bit, for you to understand what needs to be done. Bottom of the deck here, you got Judgment. That's exactly what it was. All right. It's like the universe was conspiring for you to have to learn how to evaluate yourself and, pretty much get yourself out of the situation or, um, I don't know why I put that. I had two more to count. um, but to evaluate yourself and get yourself out of the situation, and I think that you've been awakened because you got coffee out. So you smelled some coffee. You're about to wake up and smell that coffee, but I don't know. I think that you're smelling it because you got the Hermit out here twice. You're going within. All right, look at that. Three of Swords. The truth hurts. It does. So does a lie. And I ain't going to tell you no lie. All right, so it's like you got to be honest with yourself at the end of the day. All right, you got the Queen of Pentacles, and that's out here confirming your court card. All right, so yeah, you definitely you got to be open and honest with yourself. All right, stop letting things get to your head. I don't know. It's almost like you let so many things get to your head that, like I said, you stop being honest to self. You stop being fair with yourself. You got the Four of Pentacles out here that's confirming clarifying your roof card. All right. But it's like you stop being honest with yourself. And when you stop being honest with yourself, that's when your reality began to change. Because not that you were coming off greedy, but maybe you were just coming off like a gimme, 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 and not a here I can help, here I can help, here's more. You get what I mean? I don't know if that makes sense, but it could have been something like that. All right, bottom of the deck here, you got the Knight of Pentacles. All right, so there is some type of message that's either going to be put out here or it's just a reminder for you to get back on that horse and get it going. No, but it could be because maybe you sat down, maybe you've been resting, maybe you're ready to give up. I don't know. Could have been something. Whatever it was, I think it's time for you to get back into it. I don't know, or maybe you were in hermit mode, or maybe you came out of hermit mode, and now you got to learn to go right back into hermit mode. I don't know, or maybe you're coming out of hermit mode. I don't know. It could be either or. We're about to confirm it here, but I don't know. With this Knight of Pentacles, I think you're on the move how can I say it? When you learn the lesson that needs to be learned, you're going to come out of hermit mode. Until then, you're going to remain in hermit mode, or at least you should. All right, so that you're not making decisions that are going to hurt you later on down the line. Very important. All right, let's go to get you some clarifications. What else does the collective need to know about this Queen of Pentacles? You get the Page of Pentacles and another card I didn't look. So there is some type of, like I said, either offer. King of Swords could be an offer from a King of Swords. I don't know where that came from, but it could be an offer from a King of Swords, or it could just be that it has to do with decision. I mean, it could have to do with a decision. It could have to do with you, I don't know, coming to some type of, you making some type of judgment call on yourself, on your life. Get something else here with this King of Swords. Actually, I wasn't supposed to get something else with this King of Swords, but I do see the Page of Pentacles that spoke out here. Page of Pentacles, Ten of Pentacles in reverse, and then the Queen of Swords. I'm going to put it back in early because I see the Ten of Pentacles in a reverse. I mean, not that it was in reverse, but it didn't come out. But anyway, yeah, something's unbalanced. I'll say that. And maybe it's, I don't know, it could be your thoughts. Maybe your thoughts are unbalanced. Maybe that's what it is. Your thoughts could possibly be unbalanced. All right, but no, what I was going to say was that I wasn't even supposed to clarify this line because we were supposed to ask 3 more questions. All right, even though we're already 20 minutes into the reading, we're supposed to ask 3 more questions, but let's just go ahead and clarify these lines and then we'll ask. Actually, no, let's ask the 3 questions and then we'll get those questions clarified. All right. All right, so we pretty much want to know what exactly would happen if you decided to make some changes, all right, versus what would happen if you decided to remain where you're at, all right. And then we want to know if there's anything else that you need to know. But first and foremost, we want to know what happens if you decide to make some changes, all right. All right. So we want to know what would happen if the collective decides to make some changes at this very moment. Butcher, you're going to start cutting things out that don't belong. All right. Ruthless cruelty, slaughter. What will happen if the collective decides to make, decides to make some changes? No, what was it? If you decide to remain stagnant. No, this one was remain stagnant, which means you're going to come off seeming like you're ruthless. All right, but if you decide to make changes, you got employee, worker service consultation. All right, so something's going to go in your favor if you decide to make the changes. I only say that because you got coach here on the bottom of the deck. So maybe a coach is going to hire you. Maybe a coach is going to train you. Maybe a coach is going to nurture you. All right. Don't forget, what was it? A king? Yeah, you got the King of Swords. Maybe this King of Swords is the coach. I'm just saying it because it's the only card that's starting off this line. Pretty random. All right. But yeah, I don't know. It's almost like if you stay where you're at, you're going to just come off as if you're ruthless, like you don't care about anything. You don't care about yourself, you don't care about other people, you don't care about anything. But if you just had to make changes, I think that somebody's going to see that, and somebody's going to want to encourage you to want to do more, or they're going to support you in some type of way. All right. But is there anything else the collective needs to know here? Okay, this card really wanted to come out. Criminal. Transgressor of justice, prison, parole, discipline. You got to discipline yourself, babes. That's what it is. Discipline yourself almost like in the mind of a criminal. Not like that, but like a criminal that's being jailed. There's times that they can do this, times that they can do that. Lockdown, like start locking yourself, not locking yourself down, but be like, all right, if you're not somebody that has a set bedtime, start setting yourself a bedtime. Excuse me, start setting yourself time to work out. Start setting yourself time to eat. Self discipline. Build some type of schedule. Build some type of planner, or I don't know, just organize your day more. Bottom of the deck here, journalists. All right. So yeah, I think it's all about you jotting things down, or about you really just being really organized when it comes to your thoughts, organized when it comes to your actions, organized when it comes to your day, which could be you disciplining yourself. I'm just saying, look at it in a few different ways. But for me, I think, your self discipline definitely has a lot to do with a lot of things. Bottom of the deck here, 10 of Wands. Maybe that's why you feel like you're in a 10 of Wands energy, because you're lacking self discipline at the moment. It could be. All right, can we get some else here with this butcher? Seven of Pentacles, and a Queen of Cups. All right, we get some else here with this butcher. All right, so you are intuitive. All right, but at the same time, it's like you're ready to persevere, but there are still things that you have to work on within self. All right, Six of Cups. Now y'all seen that? I can't tell enough if you did see it, but it looked like it did come out in the reverse. All right, so I don't know. It goes both ways depending on how you looked at it. All right, but I think that once you, how can I say it? So if you decide to stay where you're at, I think that you're not going to see things the way that you should see them. All right, because you're going to be attracted to things that look really good on the outside, but they don't last really long. You know what I mean? And maybe that's what it is. But and it's like I'm trying to think of the best way to say it. So your tower moment, is going to shake your foundation. All right. So it's like you're starting off fresh. But at the same time, you could possibly get into the mindset of, you know, like I said, being attracted to things that aren't good for you, or being attracted to people that aren't good for you. They look good for now, but later on down the line, it's not anything that you thought it was. So I think that's why it's so important for you to go inward, or for you to work on self, so that when that time or those people do come up, you're more than prepared. But I'm going to take care of the Emperor, exactly what it is. All right. Let me get something else here with this employee card. You got the death card that came out here. All right. So, yeah, it's time for that newness to come out. All right. It's definitely time for that rebirth, shall I say. And I think the rebirth is going to come after you get into this hermit mode, after you come out of hermit mode. I don't think it's going to be while you're in hermit mode, but I think it is going to come out, when you learn a lesson, of course. You got the Ace of Pentacles out here. All right. So it's like there is something that you have to learn, or something that you're going to learn. All right. But at the same time, I think once you learn it, it's either going to bring opportunities, or at the same time, it's going to bring some type of promotion. You got the High Priestess and you got the Strength, but it's only going to come if you remain focused. All right, Hermit card out here again, but this time it's out here in the reverse, and this is clarifying your criminal card. All All right. So it's almost like the message, if you do not do the self discipline and if you do not go into hermit mode, I don't think you're going to be really happy with your results. Because I don't think that you're going to look at things clearly. You're not going to, it's like yourself, it's like this discipline is so needed for you. Without this discipline, it's like, what are you doing? All right. You got the Knight of Swords. When I picked it up, I seen it in reverse. I really don't know how to take these cards sometimes when they hit the floor. Maybe I should just start putting them back in the deck and wait for them to come back out. Only because I don't know if that's the way it's supposed to come out in the message. But when I seen it, the Knight of Swords was in reverse. All right. And that could mean a couple things that, when you begin to see, when you begin to start looking at things from these different perspectives, when it comes to this rooftop, when you begin to see things from these different perspectives, all right, it's like you want to know what you want. All right. And right now, without the self discipline, it's like you may be coming off like you don't know what you want, like you're not mentally strong, like you're just rushing through things. You're not taking your time. You know what I mean? You're holding on to the bare minimum. And these are all things that are happening all because you haven't gone within. It's like you want to strive for this Ace of Pentacles. You want this new beginning. You want this offer. You want this promotion. You want this, but you don't want to take the time out to work on yourself to get it neither. And that's what's most important. Bottom of the deck here, the devil. All right. So it's like you either got to get focused or get left behind. That's kind of what it is. Don't allow these insecurities to stop you either. Don't be greedy when it comes to things neither. I mean, this devil card on the bottom can go a few different ways. All right, but I think this is really just telling you to stay focused. I feel like this here is telling you to stay focused so you can't be distracted. That's why self discipline is so important. That's why creating a daily schedule is so important. That's why organizing your thoughts, organizing your day is so important so that you're not distracted by things. Don't forget you had the Six of Cups. All right. If you're already training your mind that things aren't always as they appear to be, then it's like you'll be ready when those distractions do come, or when those temptations do come, because you better believe they're going to come one way or another, and it's like one of them things that you really got to train your mind to be prepared and ready when it does. All right. But let's go ahead and get you a message here from your spirit guides. Pretty much just to sum up your reading. All right. I know I did today's guided motivational reading a bit different. Only because I don't know, I start confirming cards. I shouldn't have been confirming, but hey, I make sure we're back on track tomorrow. All right. All right. Let's go ahead and get you a message here from your spirit guides. All right. Let's see what else they would like for you to know about today's reading. Any other advice they would like to give you. All right. You're not moving too slowly. Drop the self-induced pressure. You are at the sweet spot between taking care of yourself and still making advancements on your goals. On this path, there is no such thing as being behind. Smile, breathe, and carry on. All right, so you're not moving too slowly. Drop the self-induced pressure. All right, and that's where you're at. Right now, you're at the sweet spot between taking care of yourself and still making advancements. And I think in this moment, you really have to focus on taking care of yourself because I really think it's one of them things you've been putting on the back burner for quite some time. All right, you're still advancing, you're still learning what you got to learn, you're still making moves, but at the same time, you haven't necessarily been putting the time into yourself that you should. And that's just, I don't mean just by eating. I don't mean eating right or exercising. No, I mean by like really relaxing your mind, training your mind, you know, um, teaching yourself new things, but teaching yourself things in ways that are going to help you grow, not just things that you just store somewhere in your memory bank, you know? Bottom of the deck here, you got be clear about where you're putting your focus right now. Focus on your desired outcome. You have everything within to create the life of your dreams. So stop doubting yourself for once. This is your time. We've got you. All right. And I feel like I just said that. You have to be clear about where you're putting your focus because there are people very similar to this devil energy right here. All right. And put them in the camera that would love to come along and distract you. All right. And sometimes you could even distract yourself and not even realize that you're distracting yourself. I'm just saying, you can. All right. So just, I feel like your reading today is just really telling you to remain focused. All right. To try to develop some type of plan of self discipline. I don't know why that's like the biggest word I'm seeing today. All right. But it's like you have to develop some type of plan to get through this. Even if this is something that you have to do every single day, then do it every single day. All right. But you're not meant to stay in this energy. All right. Right now, I feel like you're in hermit energy. You question things, and one minute you feel like, you know what, I'm good. I'm good. And then you catch yourself right back in it. Why? Because you're not finished doing the work. All right. All right. So that's your guided motivational message for the day. If you're feeling the vibes, be sure to hit that like and subscribe button so you can always be notified of those future episodes. And also be sure to tune back in here with me tomorrow to get your daily dose of motivation. All right. In the meantime, in between time, I need you to create some type of plan to get things moving. All right. If you're feeling stuck, you're feeling stagnant, you're feeling like you don't know what your next step is going to be, let's create some type of plan, whether it's a spider web or whatever it is. But really create a plan so that you are not in the same energy when it comes to this next quarter. All right. We're still in the first quarter. Got a couple, a month, 2 months left of the first quarter. All right. I need you to I need you to plan what you're going to do and how you're going to get it done when it comes to the second quarter. All right. Doesn't mean go out here and start making moves. Just means devise a plan. All right. And then we're going to go from there. All right. All right. Have an awesome day. And I'll be sure to vibe with you later.